against Miami, we saw both running backs pop off for about 160 in total yards. They were the offenses of both of these teams. It was the Miami offense who did have the better game and would go on to win 45-14. So clearly we didn't have a fantastic game last time out, though, like I mentioned, with that running back, Cam Akers, he really kept our offense alive, the team alive with something going there. We did see some pass rush as well from some of the young guys, so there was some good, and that's what we're going to look to try to see for the remainder of this season before even more work is to be done in the offseason. Now, before we get into the game of today, we are going to make a slight change to the gameplay sliders. We talked a little bit about two different ones that we are going to change potentially at some point. I'm going to leave the quarterback accuracy at 50 for another game so that way you guys can have a little bit of time to give me your feedback on it. However, we are definitely going to be changing the punting because it has just been awful, which is strange. It's not even the power that is really causing the badness is the best way to say it. We've been getting like D2 high school level punts. And that's not the case here in the NFL, so I'm assuming it has something to do with the punt accuracy, and that's why the punts have been really bad. So we're going to raise this up by 5 here, so up to 35, and see how well that works. Trying to just find that sweet spot. We're not looking to have over punts. We're not looking to have the under punts that we keep having, just somewhere nice in between, which will be what hopefully we'll end up doing with the quarterback passing, the accuracy as well. Just trying to find a sweet spot with some inaccuracies, but better accuracies just across the board. So with that change, it's time to get into the game against the Cardinals, a team I don't think we've beat throughout this series. In 3 matches against them, I'm pretty sure we were 0-3. None of which have been good games, and they've never been a highly rated team. Right now, they are 79 across the board, so we're actually very comparable to them. However, they're the ones that keep ending up in second place here in the NFC West, so if we could grab a win, it'd be huge. And as we get this game underway, that intro definitely seemed a little bit in favor of one particular team as we're going to take the kneel down in the end zone here with Weddington. We'll start at the 25, Teddy B heading out. Now, just as we saw in the last game, and we'll see for the remainder of this season, we're going to be trying to keep out the young guys as much as possible as we're just dump this one off instead, going underneath to Parkinson, who does fight forward close to the first down, a gain of 9. Definitely trying to work this offense in the direction of play action as we find some space to the outside here. Cam Akers with a big run up to the 35. He was phenomenal for us last game. Look to see some more of that in this one with the first down crossing midfield. We'll stick with the play or the pistol. Try to scramble out. We'll get it out to Akers. Breaks the first tackle, breaks the second, trying to find some space. Down to the 28 with a gain of 7. Though if we do go his way often, we need to have that backup running back who can check in occasionally. We have Zonovan Knight here trying to find some space. Good tackle on the outside. Couldn't cut when there was some space. So we'll have a 3rd and 2. Sticking with the heavy look, Akers back out there. We're going to have a little bit of some play action roll. Get it out to DeGuara. The throw not great, but luckily DeGuara able to get the catch, speeding forward for the first down. Teddy B definitely hasn't been fantastic for us, but he's made do-ish. As we go with another play action, rolling out, we have a receiver crossed and finding Corey Davis, though he has to dive out for it. Should have been a touchdown instead. It's a first down at the 6. Hard to exactly complain about the first down there, but when the touchdown should have been there. Makes things difficult as we go with the counter. Akers stays on his feet, but down at the 1. Now just trying to cap off the drive. We do hand it off to Knight, who does power through his 2nd touchdown since joining the team. First was on the jet sweep. 2nd puts us in front here against the division rival. So we were unable to test out if the slider change did help the punting, but for a good reason this time. And we'll just have to see if those good reasons keep flowing here as the defense heads out for their first possession. Is this going to be a scramble? Kyler headed out to the outside. Murray catches Murray, though it's a good gain for the quarterback, Murray. Gain of 16. And with that first down, they'll switch to a pass and actually will pass it this time. Tight end try to cut to the outside, a short gain of 3. We've seen Hayden Hurst have some pretty good games against us, as it's 2nd and 7. They will hand it off down the middle, forcing Zeke back towards the middle, but he has space for another first down rush, 13 yards. Quite obviously, the defensive line struggled to stop the run, even the linebackers last go around. See if that improves at all against Zeke, as there's a stop down the middle. Luke Peak credited with the sack in his 2nd official start. And if I'm not mistaken, that is a sack in each of his starts. So he is at least a good potential pass rusher at that DT spot. Whether that's where he stays, I don't know, kind of depends on what we could find. But we need to find a future at the run stop DT. He does have some intriguing ratings for that, but we just haven't quite seen the play translate. As it's 3rd and 14, Kyler does get past Okoronkwo, who is back from injury, though. He ends up throwing it away. Defense stands at the 48. And just like that, already the best start we've had against the Cardinals so far this series. As we're going to go with a stretch to the outside, I feel like the camera has changed. I don't know how it changed, but we do get a gain of 8. Here we go. This looks a little bit better for the 2nd and 2. We're going to go with some play action. Corey Davis on the drag, though. It was kind of a deep drag, has some space with the juke. It's by Buda Baker for an extra couple yards up to that 48. Now, we do have an injury update that was not on camera. During the punt return, we did actually get an injury to Graham. It's not a bad injury, but it's some bruised ribs. We're going to keep him out for now. So that will bring back out Ernest Jones, who was a former starter for us. We did see the rookie take all that starting roles, though, as we need somewhere to go. Nakua, honestly, it's probably good that that ball just hit the turf instead of getting out there where it could have probably been jumped. So on 3rd down, we're going to set up the halfback screen, as we have 3 out to the right, 2 to the left, including the halfback screen, as Akers does have space for the first, does not fight through that group, though he was close. He keeps those legs moving, and that's why we like him. But those legs will run us into the end of the first quarter, moving on towards the 2nd. It has been a fabulous start so far. Just need to see more of it. And if we could catch this defense sleeping, it'd be even better, as we're going to go with the read option. We will keep it. Teddy B down the middle. We'll take the shoulder, but a gain of 6. So far today, we've taken most of the crowd out of this game. It's actually kind of quiet in here with a 2nd and 4. Trying to sit in the pocket, try to buy some time. Rolling out, we have the receiver coming across, and we do find Quez Watkins, who holds onto it through a couple hits. Nice play. And it's not one that we see all too often. Typically, those hits knock the ball away. I guess the team just feeling it today. As we go back to Akers, trying to find some space down the middle, picks up a solid 7. You can see that even the gain of 7, not enough for Akers. He felt like he should have had the touchdown there. As we will go with a pass. Watkins to the back corner. The pass comes up a little bit short. Easy knockaway. Those touch passes don't quite seem to be Teddy's thing late on in his career here. He was really good at them earlier on in his career. As we're going to roll out here, keep this one in bounds for Akers, but too far behind him, couldn't adjust. It was the right thing for Teddy to do there, just didn't work out for us. As we're going to try to get DeGuara leaking out to this right-hand side. They do cover it, but instead we'll have the rookie Charles in the end zone, a 4th down touchdown, putting us up 2 scores, and another touchdown for the young, developing tight end. And so far in this one, it's been all Rams, as the Cardinals head out their next possession, starting back at the 25. They will go to Zeke, who has space, does get by the first 2 groups, but a nice tackle from Debo gets the stop prior to the first. And we already see Graham is back out there, so while we told him to sit, he says no. He wants to be out there, he wants to be developing, so we'll let him run here. as they go right down the seam, but Wilson did not see it. The Stanford Cardinal mindset not coming through there. Though you could argue with their recent lack of success, it did come through there. Talking more about the smarts there. Should have been much more aware, as it's a play action roll. Though not much of a roll, they do find the first down, number 7, with a good play. That's a C. Freeman. I feel like that's a draftee, perhaps, as it's 1st and 10 for the Cards up to about the 40. Going with a pull. Good stop, Luke Peak getting involved in the rushing game as well. We are challenging this young defensive line to see what they could do. We spent 3 picks on defensive linemen in our first draft. We need to see them come through for us, as it will be a sack, not from a draftee, Okoronkwo. With us playing a lot of the young guys at the DT spots in the nickel, Okoronkwo gets to move back out to his normal position and very much seemed like he was used to it out there, as we will get the stop on 3rd down, setting up the halfback screen to Zeke. Does net him some decent yards, but not enough. Will force another punt. So as our offense heads back out, we're already up 14-0. We can make it a 3-score game with another good drive. Though play 1 doesn't go very far, just 1 yard. Though on 6 carries, Akers does have 51 total, so a pretty good start for Akers. On 2nd and 9, we'll go with some more play action. As across the middle, over the top of the linebackers, a good throw, but Corey Davis doesn't hold on to that one. He really had just a fantastic start to this season. Had a couple injuries in practice, and since then, really hasn't been able to do all too much. With a comeback route, we do find the rookie Charles. Had our previous touchdown, this time the 1st down. Kind of just have a feeling the team is catching their groove a little bit in this one, starting to find that flow with the new offensive playbook. As Zonovan Knight steps right down the middle, stuck the foot in and got 9. So on the last 2 plays, we found the 2 guys who have our 2 touchdowns today. As we'll stick with some underneath throws, do have a couple guys going deep, but not enough time to throw. We've gotten caught there a couple times. Now with 3rd and 1. Fullback dive to Guara with a great adjustment. Noteboom nearly let the guy straight through. Maybe though that was a Vila. No, Noteboom was on that left-hand side. So yeah, he let their guy straight on through. Luckily, we had that good adjustment. Off of it, play action and a deflection at the point of the throw from, I think it was Ngankwe. So some very hit or miss passing games so far. As once again, we're gonna send DeGuara out on that wheel. See if we could find him in some open space or just drag over some defenders, as once again, pressure in the face. Throws off what should have been another good pass to the rookie tight end. So right now this drive just being disrupted by the quick rush that we're letting through. With a 3rd and 10. I'm gonna try to roll, try to get this out, but too far out. Like the effort there from Charles, but it will be a punt. And despite them actually starting up here at the 22, the ball did land at about the 5 to 10 yard line, somewhere in between there. So it was actually a good punt this time. So perhaps a slight increase there did work. If we're starting seeing those over punts, we'll definitely tone it back again. Trying to find that sweet spot, because we have about a minute left here before halftime. The throw to the outside, Adebo tried to lay the big hit too soon. Cut back in for more, picks up an extra couple yards, and the first timeout is called. Cardinals have struggled both offensively and defensively for most of this game, though Madden loves its late half shenanigans. So we'll see if it tries anything here, see if they get going at all. A good stop there after the catch leaves a gain of 0. 2nd and 10. Murray from the pocket back out wide again, just a gain of about a half a yard or so. And we'll just need one more stop here, 3rd and 9. As Murray doesn't have anywhere to go, it's a 2nd sack for Luke Peak, the rookie. Might be peaking here this season. Hopefully not peaking, but like his best performance yet. Sometimes the puns fail, even when you're lined up perfectly for them. Either way, really good first half. Like to see a little bit more of it. We really just had one bad drive offensively. Defense did great throughout, so let's just keep that going, the positives at least going, as we take a look around the league, see what else is happening. 49ers taking on the Falcons. It's a close game there, actually, 3-0. 49ers having trouble against the 6-5 Falcons. As for the next studio update, we have A little bit more northeast from there. Commanders taking on the Steelers. Steelers up 14-3 as the Steelers are 6-5 on the year. Washington still not doing all too well with the Vikings taking on the Seahawks for the final update. It is a massive win for the Seahawks, 31-17. They get their 4th win of the year. But as we get our matchup back underway, it will be the Cardinals offense out first. Again, they really did not manage much in that first half. We'll see how much of any sort of changes they do make with a gain of 5 on first down. We've seen teams actually make halftime adjustments against us, and we've seen ourselves actually make some decent halftime adjustments in certain games. In other games, not so much. As they're trying to go, again, right down that seam. Wilson, though, actually keeps his head up, does get the catch. Big gain up to the 43. That was just a great cover 3 beater right there. You have multiple guys going vertical. Someone's going to find the space, and that time it was Wilson. And a great stop this time, Nick Bell. The 6th overall pick, making the stop in the backfield, loss of 4. So it will be a pass after. Again, trying to send guys down the seam. We have Smith in pursuit. Does not get the sack. What is happening? Like, how is that even possible that a defender dives backwards while running forward? Either way, it's a first down for the Cardinals. Murray with a good scramble. They say they try to make this game seem more realistic, but not all the time. As they're going back to Zeke, good stop, Murray Jr., about at the line of scrimmage. Zeke's had some pretty good games against us, but doing well to limit him here today. As we're going to run some man coverage, 2nd and 9. Checks coming in here from Murray. Will be a pass with a pass rush coming in, and it's Murray sacking Murray. Loss of a lot of yards, 3rd and 21. If you guys have tuned into the Central Plains State-Only Challenge, you'll know that we have both the Murrays on that squad. So a lot of Murray action happening. Also have Okoronkwo on that squad as Murray does well to force the quick throw, though. A great play from Zeke. Not enough for the first down, but a 4th and 2. They could go for it from here. However, they will just send out the field goal unit for at least some points here in the 3rd quarter. Gano standing or will be kicking at about the, I think that was 28, make it about a 38-yarder. Cardinals do find themselves on the board. And Weddington might be gone here. Defenders coming in, and he is caught from behind. So close to breaking that one off, but to the Oppo 26. Can't hate that return. Connor Weddington popping off. Haven't seen him get too involved in the passing game, but special teams, he's been solid for us. As Charles coming across, going deep here as they bring the safety. A good throw here, a flag also in. We might have a late hit here, a free first down as well, but that's not what it's going to be. Actually, it's an illegal man downfield, so 1st and 15. It's a good thing we didn't get the touchdown because that would have been sad. As we go back down the middle here, just picking up 2, make it 2nd and 13. As we stick with some more tighter formations here, heavier sets as well, a lot of 2 receiver formations. We haven't found Nakua today, as that pass comes up well short. Going to be easily picked by Buda Baker, who just makes Charles look silly on the quick stop. Need to make sure we don't let this thing start to snowball. We gave up 3, now an interception. Got to fix it. But the throw power of Teddy B at this point of his career, we just have to remember it. He does not have that downfield strength, and we just need to learn to throw the ball away or take the quick sack even. As we do get a knock away there, Graham, he's feeling good after his injury earlier. Or at least they gave him something so he's not feeling the pain from those ribs. With a 2nd and 10. Another pass, Murray across the middle. This time they do find their target. Moore with the catch, gain of 5. Now I don't feel like today we've brought much of the double A gap pressure here. So let's bring that here on 3rd and 5. Okoronkwo quick off the edge. No, instead Murray right down the middle, though. Okoronkwo also there. Murray shakes that one. Graham misses. Another diving miss. Murray shakes another. He just went like, what is the anime thing? I don't know. Blown call there at the end, but what a run from Murray. Is it Super Saiyan? I think it's Super Saiyan. Because I'm pretty sure I've seen things that Kyler Murray likes anime. I don't know, that might be wrong. Either way, Zeke now is spaced to the outside. A really bad attempt as Durant misses. Luckily, we do get the tackle there with Joseph. But right now, all momentum swinging in the way of the Cards. We've done so well up to this point. We need a big play to go our way here. A Debo with an interception would be nice. As they will instead go with a handoff down the middle, not gaining much, about maybe 1-2 yards. That carry did actually go to A.J. Dillon, a surprise addition here for the Cardinals with a 3 set out to the right-hand side, 1 single to the left from shotgun Murray. Has done really well to scramble and avoid pressure. Looking like he might be trying to do that here, and he is in. Graham does not lay the hit in time. It's now a 1-score game. But on top of that, they're trying to make it a field goal game, going for 2. As it will be from shotgun, just as they've ran most of their offense. Murray stepping up, and the other Murray, our Murray, just let him walk right in. Had the beat on him. But he goes back to the meditation. Well, we've got to settle things down here, and I think our best bet to do that is going to be Akers. So let's go back to the running game with some space, but again, closes so quickly there. Now on 2nd and 9, maybe try to set up some RPO here. Maybe go the receiver screen, and yeah, we got some blockers out in front. Corey Davis with some space. Try to slow down to allow Dickinson to get downfield. He laid the main block. It's the first down for us. A big play, which we haven't had in a while. Plus, it does get Corey Davis going a little bit, as we will hit the end of the 3rd quarter here. Heading into the 4th, that was definitely not a good quarter for us. We did great in the first half. That was a step back. Let's get back to what we were doing earlier on. And as mentioned at the top of this drive, it's going to be through Akers. To try to find some space down the middle, though it's all clogged up. I need to try to find a way to, put a really good play action in, and then try to find someone downfield off of it. And that's what we're going to attempt here on 2nd and 11. Though this time they do actually send coverage downfield. Get the late release. DeGuara is going to get the catch, moving us forward a little bit. A more manageable 3rd down. 4 yards needed. And we just have to remember what we're good at. Sticking with some short throws here for Teddy B. As we'll have a couple different options. Nakua, but the pass is off, but a late flag comes in as well. There was a shove at the end. Well, there was actually some pass interference that happened earlier than that. Free 1st down for us, bailing us out at the 41. As we go to the play action, no blocking from Dickinson. I mean, no protection from the blind side at all. Luckily, Teddy B will get up, but you can tell he's feeling the hit there. With a 2nd and 17, we spread wide. Knight checks in at running back. Have a couple different options here. We'll go across the middle, but the accuracies are just awful right now. As McAllister, our starting center, also shaken up. He'll head to the sideline for a 3rd and 17. Allen will come in for him. This is a big down here. Need to get to about the 40 for a potential field goal attempt. And the hard count draws off. Note, boom. Will back us up even more. So a 3rd and 22 instead. As we're going to go to our main guy. That's getting the ball out to Akers. Try to find him some space. Try to cut back towards the middle. We just get back to the 4th and 17. The 48, and you kind of have to punt from here. But it'll land just inside the end zone. So starting up at the 20. Cardinals with that momentum. And just 3 points behind. Will be a pass from Kyler, who's actually going to look to scramble to the outside. Does not break 87 tackles, just a gain of 5. We did almost see Luke Peak get there on that one, but obviously he didn't. As I go play or not play action, it's a read option. Good stop that time, Durant. Stopped at the line. Just need one more stop here. 3rd and 5, double A gap look. We're sending the safety blitz. Dropping some guys back in coverage who do not need to be there, but we get the sack with the rookie in Smith. So once again, we have a game where all the rookie defensive linemen get a sack, plus we get the ball back. And it's now or never to, one, either put this game away or just drain out the clock. As we're rolling, try to throw this one short, comeback, Davis with the grab. That time, the lack of throw power in our favor. Though we should also probably be trying to run some clock here. as it's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. We'll go Akers, trying to bounce to the outside. We'll pick up about 1, maybe 2. His first 5 carries were a lot better than his last 5, though. That's more so due to the blocking. As McAllister is back out there, a nice cut from Akers, tried to bounce around. I believe that was Corey Davis engaged in the block and actually did pretty well there. Unfortunately, an injury for the Cardinals. He'll head to the trainer's table. As we have a 3rd and inches, they didn't even give us the first down. A check from Teddy B. As we'll go right down the middle, Akers with space, but once again, Thomas keeps saving them. Akers could very well have about $150 right now, if not for all of the last-second tackles. As we hit the 2-minute warning here. Draining clock, trying to put a game away, get our 2nd win of the season. And we are close to doing just that with a 1st and 10 at the 20. A little bit of some play action here. We have Parkinson. The ball comes up a little short, but it hits the turf. That's safe. It's not safe. It's okay. What's safe is just giving the ball to Akers, as we're actually going to send DeGuara in motion here. It's going to change up the defensive front a little bit, but I still like it. We have the lead block, and it's a decent one from DeGuara. But a quick timeout from the Cardinals forces a 3rd and 10 with 1:52 seconds. Going to go with some more play action. See if we can leak someone somewhere. It's going to be DeGuara on the run, incoming, and a great tackle from Collins. We'll have a 4th and 3. This would make it a touchdown game, but the touchdown plus the extra point would put them in front. We don't end up draining off as much time as possible, but we do get a 6-point lead. Now, I mentioned just before half the late half shenanigans. We might have some here. With 1:42, just one timeout for the Cardinals. It's a quick throw. Hurst gets picked up and slammed down. Gain of 6, but not 6 points. With another pistol set here, Murray will stick with the passing game. Though looking to scramble, not gonna get by Nick Bell. Credited with another, maybe tackle? Just there, actually might have been just past the line of scrimmage. It only showed 1 second. I know he got back there earlier. A good throw to the outside, but not on the same pace as Moore. So once again, we have our chance to get off the field here. We just need to make the play. It's 4th and 7. As Murray has his guy overthrown for Wilson. That should just about do it. A couple kneel downs, and it will be a divisional win versus the Cardinals. Teddy B and the offense will head on out. So for the last snap of the game, Teddy B takes that knee, and we are victorious. It ends up being a close one, 17-11. After we went into half up 14-0. Like I said, the Cardinals defense came ready to play that second half, and they made some plays offensively as well. Granted, we gave up a lot defensively at times. But after that game, I am feeling pretty good about these rookies. Charles has been playing really well at tight end. I thought that was going to end up being kind of a bust of a 2nd round pick because he wasn't very highly rated. But he's playing really well out there, better than any of the other tight ends that we've put out there. So that's fantastic. And then the defensive line. Obviously, against the Dolphins, there was a lot of rushing yards given up. Much better today. But both games, we saw every single one of the rookie rushers pick up a sack. They also got a lot more involved today in stopping the rush. Peak and I want to say it was Bell also got a little bit involved in stopping the run. So that is fantastic to see. And hopefully we'll build upon that as we come towards the end of this season. We have the bye week in between, I guess, this episode and the next episode, which will be out on Monday against the Bucks. So we're coming close to the end. We have week 15, 16, 17, 18. So just next week. And then we'll get into the offseason once again. So we're close to even adding more guys to this team and really starting to boost the talent that we have and figuring out where certain guys need to be at. We do need to find Nacua a little bit more. We've missed out on some Nacua of late. Try to get him a little bit more involved, but the offense moved better today. We're still not a high-scoring offense, but better. And that is what we need, just steps to be made. So make sure you stick around to see how well this team progresses forward. Hit that bell icon on the bottom right or scroll down, hit the subscription button. They both do the same thing, and subscribing to this channel, it's free. It's not a channel membership because I haven't enabled those. If you guys would like that, let me know, and what you guys would like for like the membership perks or whatever. If you're interested in that, do definitely let me know. But until next time, where we will be facing the Bucks and continuing trying to build upon this team, we will see you then. Bye.